Hello and welcome back to Novel Gaming.
I'm Vicky.
I'm Doug.
And I'm Katie. And we are back with a bullet journal video.
Ooh.
Yes. So this is now the third year that I will be showing off my kind of media tracking bullet journal from the past year. And a couple things before I start showing some stuff off. Kind of setup wise. If you watched last year's video, setup is pretty much the same. So I've got 3 pages per spread. First page on that spread is a title page. Second page is a book page. Third page is a game page. And because it was easier than 1 month per spread, I'm sticking with the 2 months per spread. And I think I'm going to keep that moving forward. So as we go through, you'll see that pattern repeated. And if you're ready, we can get into it.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
And open up to a year title page.
Nice.
So 2024 was last year. I wasn't sure. When it comes to year things, I don't want to do a specific game. I'm just like, what are video game things? So no specific games, just like a bunch of video game thing, little doodle stuff.
I like it. It's sort of like you get to look around and find all kinds of different things.
Yeah, and there's even, I guess aliens are video game things, but also it's just fun, you know?
Galaga, you know?
Yeah.
There we go.
It's
I see Tetris blocks. I love it.
Tetraminos.
Yeah. I forget which specific names those ones are.
Cleveland.
One of them's named Cleveland?
Yes, but I don't think any of those ones.
Dang. Bad on me.
Tennessee.
Are they really named after states?
I believe so. We can fact check this after.
This is also bullet journaling with Tetris facts brought throughout. But if we switch and turn the page into our first spread.
Whoa.
I was in love, and still am, with Baldur's Gate 3. and so at the end of 2023, I finished a playthrough of Baldur's Gate and continued to play it. And so I was hot for it. And I put in some hot characters, including the little mind flayer with lots of tentacles. Everyone's thirstiest lust for, you know?
Obviously.
But yeah, got a little Baldur's Gate 3, got a little also hottie Karlach down in the bottom right corner. And one thing that I'll say up top, Doug, you reminded me of this last year. You'll notice on this there are 2 different pen colors. They are the different, they represent the different months. So blue up top is January, and then the kind of pinkish purple down below is February, and you'll see that flipped on the games page so that the January will be the pink purple if we turn to the next page, and the February will be blue. So nice little flipperoo to help me remember when I actually played it during the 2 month spread. Because if it was just one color, I would not know.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Lazel.
Basil, you mean? Yes. The next person I'm romancing in one of my playthroughs, or currently romancing in one of my playthroughs. So, yeah, we got a little Basil, Lazel down in the left-hand corner. Love those strong women in Baldur's Gate 3 and in real life. Moving on to March and April. Doug, you might recognize this from your adventure in 2024.
It looks pretty familiar.
Yeah.
I've seen some of these things before.
Yeah. For folks who are unaware, we move on to the next page. Final Fantasy VII was the theme for March and April. And that was because I was playing Final Fantasy VII. I think I beat the OG. Oh yes, I'm looking back in March. And then Rebirth came out around this time, and I had started playing it as well. So I was in a Final Fantasy big RPG mood, so I kept it going in my bullet journal spread.
Little chocobo.
I like how you did the chocobo where, the drawings that kind of have their own space are outlined, but the chocobo, since there's writing over it, doesn't have the outline.
Yeah.
I think that's really smart.
Yeah, that's something that'll come up a couple more times. I feel like, I don't know, it like really unlocked to like, why not just put things in the middle of the page in light colors, instead of like big white space. What are ways you can like put a little fun thing in there?
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. And the Moogles in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth are kind of scary. Their teeth are weird.
Are they?
Yeah. So this is an OG Moogle from Final Fantasy VII.
I only know them from Kingdom Hearts, and they look like cute and friendly.
Yeah.
Are they different looking, like in Final Fantasy?
I think they're supposed to be cute. They're still friendly, but they've got weird little teeth, and they look. I feel like they looked cuter when they were younger, in earlier versions.
Gotcha.
Don't we all?
True. If we move into the next batch of months, we've got May and June, which is based off of the game Toem.
Oh, yeah, you played that. Oh, it's on my list.
Yeah, it's a good game. Highly recommend.
Oh, nice.
I don't think I actually played it during May and June. I played it previously, but it felt like more of a late spring, let's move into summer type of game, because for some reason going outside and taking pictures is something, even though there were winter worlds, I was like, summer.
Yeah.
But it's really cool, and it was all grayscale, black and white sort of thing. So it was fun to think about color on a page in a different way than I've yet done in one of these spreads.
That's awesome.
I love that cat so much, I would die for it.
That's pretty cute.
That's like all the characters in there. It's so cute. And the perspective of the game is really fun too. And it was fun to draw.
Nice.
Yeah, if we move on to the next page, you'll see the little main character from Tom. I actually don't even know if they have a name, just gigantic eyes, and you can dress them up. So
I like that hood.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, a cozy little coat for your adventure. And now, so July and August, so Doug and I participated and challenged each other to a backlog challenge. And we've got a podcast episode, 2 of them, actually dedicated to the introduction and the finale, the recap, how did we do? And we can link to those episodes in our show notes. But the last half of the year inspired by the backlog challenge.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. So this one is based off of the game Attack of the Friday Monsters for 3DS.
Nice.
Oh my
So it's like
goodness.
set in the Japanese countryside. You play as this young kid, and on every Friday, if we flip to the next page, kaiju come out.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. And so, it's just a fun kind of like silly game, and really cute, and 3 hours. And if you've got access to it, definitely play it. It's kind of harder to come by now that the eShop's closed, but it was very cute and very fun. And the kaiju are cool, and it's fun to think about being a little kid and like interacting with all the other little kids and like the lore they build up around what they think is happening or believe is happening. Yeah, so things get weird.
That's awesome.
And it's always fun.
I love some kaiju and some UFOs, so I'm into this one.
A great combination. Foreshadowing in the 2024 title page that I didn't even realize until right now.
Hey.
If we move into September and October, it is another game from the Backlog Challenge. Yes, this is inspired by Hatoful Boyfriend, which is a game Vicky can't see is looking so confused.
Yeah.
What does this mean? Why are there hearts and birds? It's because you date birds.
Oh my
you are
God.
playing as a human person in high school. And you date birds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The thing is, I made this spread before I played Hatoful Boyfriend. I'll stand by
I
this
can
spread
tell.
because drawing birds is fun. But I didn't like the game as much as this spread might have you think I liked the game.
I'm glad you did it before, though, because if you did it after, one, you probably wouldn't have done this at all. But two,
Correct.
it wouldn't look like this, and I love this.
Yeah, it's
Oh
really
my
fun.
goodness.
Drawing birds are so fun. Even if they're not my favorite game. You know?
Oh, live and learn.
Yeah, exactly. And then if we move to the next page, there's again another bird popping down in the left-hand corner. I think a little parakeet. There's some really weird, sometimes fun, sometimes messed up stories in the game. And I think that bird was maybe part of like a fun, weird one. And then November and December, that is a dragon.
It's a beautiful dragon.
It is.
From Dragon Age, the Veilguard.
Oh,
Of course, yes. This makes sense.
Yes. So I started the year with Giant RPG, and I ended the year with Giant RPG.
it's the only way to do it.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've drawn a dragon. The last time I drew a dragon maybe was like high school.
Dude, props.
Yeah,
Because
dragons
intimidating.
Yeah. The key is to like kind of blur your eyes a little. And see the
You know?
shapes.
No, this looks awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty
Thank
sick.
you.
I love the way you did the horns. They look really, really cool. Especially like because you have them at an angle and everything.
Yeah, it's interesting because when I drew this, so Dragon Age came out towards the end of the year, and there weren't a ton of pictures of the different dragons because there's a lot of dragons in Dragon Age, and so I was like, God, I gotta speed through games until I get a good picture. Or what I ended up doing was watching YouTube videos of people for like reference, but like no volume, so that I know nothing of like who this dragon is or why we may or may not be fighting.
Incredible.
So yeah, Dragon Age. If we go to the next page, we're keeping up the creature theme, and we've got
Oh, he's so cute.
yeah. What's fun is so. Bottom left, the griffin, super cute. Top right, it's called a nug. They're like such weird little flesh creatures, and I
can tell.
they've gotten grosser as the game's graphics have gotten better.
Oh my god.
They're really weird, but I have really started to enjoy the weirdness of them.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
What's this? Is this a throwing knife in the middle or some sort of artifact? It looks really cool.
Yeah, it is a very important to the story dagger.
Oh.
So it plays a big role throughout the game.
Gotcha. So don't throw it.
Or throw it with intention, you know?
With intention. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, but that's the year in review. It was a lot of RPG stuff, and then the second half minus this one was a lot of our backlog challenge, which, you know, really influenced my gaming habits kind of throughout the last half of the year.
Yeah. Really cool stuff,
That's
Katie.
awesome.
Thanks for joining me on the journey and walking through it with me.
Yeah.
Anytime. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah. And thanks to folks who watched. And at least next year, we'll have another bullet journal video, probably.
Haven't gotten sick of them yet.
Yeah, still fun. I feel like this format works, and I'm gonna stick with it. So,
Hell yeah.
yeah, cool. See you maybe next year if you're only here for bullet journal videos, and see you maybe next month if you're here for other stuff.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.